If you looked at it from the outside, the crash didn't seem that bad. Wet asphalt, a sharp turn, an oncoming truck. Metal crunching, the airbag exploding, the hood folding at an unnatural angle. They told me I was conscious when the rescue team arrived, that they pulled me out of the twisted car. But her? No. She was gone instantly. A broken neck. No pain, no scream. The first few days, I remembered nothing. No car, no road, not even her, Alice. They showed me photos, repeated her name, told stories. I nodded when I was supposed to. But inside me, something was hollow. Like my memory had been left there on the roadside with the shattered glass. 2 weeks later, they discharged me. I went back to our house in Maine, alone. And the ordinary things, kitchen towels, her hairbrush, her coffee mug with a faded lipstick mark, felt alien. I wandered through the rooms like a guest in the museum of someone else's life. Then, on the 5th night after my return, she walked into the house. Not through the door, not from the sky, just from the kitchen, like always. Cotton pajamas, hair tied in a messy bun, those same gray-green, calm eyes. She didn't act like anything was strange. She sat beside me, placed her hand on my shoulder, said something ordinary. I can't remember what, something like, "You look tired." I didn't move, didn't scream, didn't run. My mind was empty. I simply accepted it, the way you accept the logic of a dream. The next morning she was in the kitchen making coffee. The smell of toast and butter hung in the air. She talked about small things, that we should buy new towels, that a squirrel was back, hunting for nuts in the yard. Everything was so natural, so routine that I didn't ask how, because somewhere inside I already knew. I told no one, not the doctor, not the police, not even her sister who called every day. My voice sounded calm, almost happy. Everyone assumed I was healing. And she lived, cooked, read, hummed songs under her breath. I heard her footsteps, her laughter, saw her leaving the bathroom door half open, just like always. I let it go on. One day, I brought our friend Tom to the house, a test, to see if someone else would see her. They talked, she made coffee, he laughed, and when he left, he clapped me on the shoulder. "Glad you two are holding on, man. That's what matters." I bit my lip and nodded. That's when something clicked in my head. This wasn't a ghost, not a hallucination. She was here, and other people could see her. But the longer she stayed, the less I recognized myself. By the 3rd week, I woke in the night and didn't recognize my own hand. It lay on the pillow beside her head. My hand, but too long, too thin, skin too pale. I felt a pulse in it, deep, slow, as if the heartbeat came from somewhere beneath me, not inside me. The next day, I didn't recognize my own voice. I said something to the mirror, and the sound came back like someone else's echo. I went through old photos. In many, I'm smiling, real, wide, alive. But now my face in the mirror is stiff, mask-like. Sometimes I wonder, am I the one moving this body? Or is someone else choosing how it gestures, how it breathes? Washing my hands, I'd sometimes repeat the motion again and again, unable to stop, like I was just an observer while someone else carried out the ritual. And Alice, she began to change, subtly at first. Her face too symmetrical, her movements too precise. Everything about her was a perfect imitation of life. She never coughed, never yawned, never got tired, never aged. But I did. My nails grew brittle, my hair grayed, new lines appeared in my skin that hadn't been there a month ago. I started to suspect. She didn't come back. I didn't leave. Something was keeping me here. But my body wasn't mine anymore. I was a shadow pretending to be flesh, a shell filling with something else. The records confirmed it. Alice's death certificate was in the archives. My fingerprints, though, no longer matched the ones on file. My passport triggered warnings at the ATM. The bank's voice recognition system didn't respond to me. Everywhere I checked, I was in error. But she wasn't. I tried avoiding her, not answering, not speaking. She never got angry. She just waited. Her eyes already knew. And one evening, as I stood by the window, she came up behind me and hugged me. Her touch was real, but it carried no warmth. And that's when I realized I wasn't breathing. I forced an inhale with effort. My chest obeyed, but only because I commanded it. The automatic rhythm was gone. Breathing now required will, as though I remained here only because I hadn't yet chosen to let go. In my dreams, the accident replayed. Alice in the passenger seat, screaming, the car sliding, and in that last second, I saw her eyes. But there was no fear, only awareness. Then everything went black. But not in me, in her. And I understood. She crossed over first. And she didn't let me follow. She pulled me back, not from love, not from pity, but to trade places. Now I write these lines not knowing if it's still me in this body. The hands on the keyboard move too confidently. My thoughts slip away, then return with a logic that isn't mine. I wake at night standing before the mirror for hours, not to see myself, but to wait. Because I can feel something returning from deep within, something I left behind on that roadside among the shattered glass. And when it comes, I'll know. Maybe I didn't survive. Maybe I just took the place of the one who was meant to go. And now, I'm beginning to forget Alice, and my name, and what it means to breathe without thinking about it. Epilogue, 1 year later. In Franklin County, Maine, police discovered an abandoned house deep in the woods. Inside, no one. Yet the refrigerator was stocked with fresh food. The bathroom showed signs of recent use. On the desk sat an open laptop. Its last file, an untitled text document. Neighbors swore they'd seen the Williams couple there, both of them, shopping, walking the dog, smiling. The problem? According to police records, no man or woman named Williams ever lived at that address. And the body recovered from the crash a year earlier was only one.